Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Queen G. Welcome to another segment of the Queen G Live Experience. I'm always so happy to bring these shows to your uh, television and to your homes and to your networks and to your social media platforms. I got a good one for you today that's amazing, exciting, and just I just love I absolutely love this special guest because number one, she has lived a life that has been interesting. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but she's always in a great spirit. I love her spirit, her energy, all of that good stuff. So she is a face of rap mother. She is my sister. And I just love our vibe together. Our energy is dope. She's very supportive and has, supported me as a sister and supported my books and all kind of stuff. So listen, y'all, I want to welcome my sister, Miss OG Little Mama.
Hey, sissy.
Hey, welcome to the Queen G Live Experience.
Thank you for
Girl,
having me, baby. Thank you.
you are
How you
so gorgeous over there on the couch looking like a whole snack.
like a thank you, baby. I feel like a snack too, huh? You know what I mean?
Right. Girl, you know what? And listen, you know I love men. I love my husband, right? But
Mm-hmm.
real women recognize beauty on other women. We do. We just you gotta be, a real genuine sister to recognize beauty. You are beautiful on the inside and out. You have a great personality. I always love your energy. I love your style. I be wanting to like, sis, how you get that? What I gotta do? You know what I'm saying?
Ted, I hook you up. I just like to be different. I've always been
Right.
the different person out of my family, the odd bunch. I've always been the one to look different, make myself clothes different. I tear them up, shred them up. Anything to just look different from somebody else. It don't make a difference what it is. I just always been that type of person. To everybody always wondered, like, dang, are you from here? Where you? I be like, I'm right here, born and raised.
Right.
But it's just, I
Right.
just, I
You
love
just
the
like
fact
style. You like to feel good from, putting yourself together in fashion and style. You always got on something different. I be like, what she got on today? What she got on today? Always beautiful. So
that's what my church members say. They say, girl, we know we come to hear the word of the Lord, but baby, us older women, we sure want to see what you got on today at church because we be loving your get down. I be like, thank you, mothers of the church. Amen.
right, exactly. And it's not, you know what? Our style, way we dress and pull ourselves together is a reflection.
Uh-oh. You froze up, sissy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Your freezer's working, baby. You got your freezer on. You froze, sissy. You Uh-oh, sis. I don't know. You went away. I lost you, sissy. Nanny. You know the devil is a
Yeah.
liar and the truth ain't
Right.
in him.
I was about to say, like, come on now, the internet been good all day.
Hey, the devil is a liar and the truth ain't in him. I just wanted to
Goodness.
say thank you, sis, for all that you've done for the Face of Rap Mothers. Thank you
Uh-huh.
for putting together the magazine, book. Even though I ain't got mine yet, I'm finna get it. I promise you this time. It's been a lot
Okay.
going on, but I just told my friend I'm finna order my book.
Wait a
And
minute.
it's
I gotta show you some love real quick because you ain't seen yourself, right? In this
no,
magazine. Girl, listen. Okay. There go your name right there.
uh-huh.
That's your name. And then look at you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh,
Look at
don't
you.
hate.
You look so.
They got all wear
You might as
makeup.
well get ready. You
Hey,
might
look,
as well get ready.
oh my God, look at my East to West. You know, I'm the first lady of East to West magazine. And the CEO is Mac. He's from New York, but he stayed not too far from Cali now, but he's out here in California. Oh
Right.
my
Look at
God.
how gorgeous you are. This came out. This is the first time you seeing this. But look,
Yes.
you know I had to put me and you in there too together.
Oh, that was my favorite picture. I said, I know what I'm gonna hit her with. I'm gonna hit her with one of them. That's from
Right.
the video shoot, remember?
Yep. We had a really great time that day. But look at
Yeah, you
you,
and
girl.
I
These are
were
nice and bold and big. Look at the
gorgeous.
colors that you wear and just you are always just, girl, so gorgeous. But
Thank you.
I wanted to show you this turned out really good. This turned out really,
Whole
really
book
good.
is beautiful though. Wow. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do
Oh,
for everyone. Just for being a good friend, for everything that you I so thank you. You you came a long way. You
you gonna
know,
start me, girl.
I'm
You gonna
sorry.
start me.
You came a long way. And I've watched you prosper to a beautiful woman inside and out. And I just want to tell you thank you. And I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I don't see you a lot, but I so love you from the day that I met you. And I always got your back. And I'm always going to support you, whether if it's near or far. I just want you to know that I appreciate you and everyone appreciates you for all that you've done, for all of your books, for because it's been a long, hard journey. And you didn't got
Ooh,
sick, you didn't have issues, but God keep you standing through it all. And I just want
right.
to thank God for you and say that I so appreciate you and you have so many more blessings to come. And thank you for the lives that you've touched, the things that you've done, and for what you're doing and going to continue to do. And I'm right there
That
with
means
you. I
so
just
much
want
to
you to
me.
know that.
And I'm such an emotional creature because, this has been a journey. It has not been easy.
I
And
know that because
behind the
I see
scenes
you.
sometimes
No,
all
no,
kind of
that's
stuff
Lee.
be breaking loose.
That's
you
it.
know.
That's what I'm saying. We over here boohooing and shit. We ain't supposed to be doing none of that. Hey, I'm so glad I don't
This
wear no
just
makeup.
started. We only 7 minutes in and we just
Hey,
messed
look,
up.
check this out. I'm so glad I don't wear no makeup because right now, baby, I'm
Right.
full black eyes.
Oh
But
my
I
God.
just
And I wanted to thank you for saying that. Because you know what's interesting?
That's
What's
God, though. I give
interesting?
all the glory to God. You know what I'm saying? God put certain people in your life, and you've been good to me from day one, whether it was near or far. Every time I call you or you call me, I answer. We don't have no issues. We don't have no problems. And
Right.
we have a great understanding. And for that, I so appreciate you. And I love you from the bottom of
I
my heart.
love you too. You
Gibson!
are my sister, girl. People
Love you,
don't
baby.
know. People don't know. You and it's always, like you said, been real from day one. And we have always embraced each other. You know what I mean? And that's a sisterhood. That's a sisterhood you can't describe. And it's kind of like it is what it is. You know what I mean?
That's one thing I can thank. Even though you so far away from us, and I haven't seen you in a minute, you know what I mean?
Right.
God, I thank God for social media because it allows
Yes.
us, even though
Woo.
we near and far, we can still talk to each other. We can still see each other. We can laugh, communicate, cry, talk mess, whatever it is that we want to do until we can be socially gathered together. You know what I mean?
Again, right,
Present.
right, exactly. Girl, I wish
So
I could look. Let's give each other a virtual.
you know, I said,
I know.
my sister. You already
Oh
know.
my God. This is so funny because I did not expect to start like this. Like I was like, oh, jump in and be like, hey, tell us about you. Like my normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
And you messing with your sister, girl, ain't nothing normal
Right.
about me. You know, they say I'm a different type of breed and they can't figure it out. I said, don't worry about it. It ain't for you to figure out. Just love me or leave me alone, whichever one you gonna do.
Right, exactly.
You know, I didn't mean to be on here
So
singing.
thank you for that.
You're so
Thank you for
welcome.
that, sis. And I just want you to know I appreciate that love from another sister. I feel like, you have always checked on me and always looked out for me and just, I feel your presence and your energy all the time. Like it's not just something for TV. This ain't for TV.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This ain't this reality, baby.
Right. Exactly. So, Mama, tell us, where did you grow up and stuff? Where did you grow up when you were younger, and how did this entertainment journey start for you?
I grew up in Carson, California. I moved to Carson, California in the 4th grade, and I've been there ever since until we graduated and my parents separated, and then we moved on from there. But other than that, I've always been in Carson.
Carson, California.
Carson, California, and Delamo. I'm a DA, baby.
Yes. And you know what? Everybody used to go, when I was in LA, we all used to love hanging out at the Carson Mall, the Delamo Mall. That was the big highlight for the weekend. Like if you were able to go to the Carson Mall, you actually had a little money. You know what I'm saying? Because that's real talk. If you know the MO of LA, Carson Mall, Delamo Mall, you didn't hit them spots until you had a little bread. You know what I mean? Am I telling the truth or what?
Because that Carson Mall ain't playing with them Carson sheriffs up in that thing.
Right. And it wasn't cheap, and it was almost like they can kind of tell who was hoodlums and who wasn't. Like it was a trip. That whole vibe was a trip.
Yeah, I moved in the 4th grade, and then after that, I moved back out this way to LA. I'm still in West LA, but I just moved back out this way. I've always loved music as a child. I used to I'd be at church so much. I used to go to my granddad's church, and I used to stand on the aisle with him and stand up in the chair because I was too little and couldn't see. And I used to stand up and just clap and dance to the church music. And my mama used to be so embarrassed by that. She's like, girl, sit down. Sit down. This ain't the party. This ain't the club. Shoot, this was like a club to me. That music go to go.
Right. It was just, yeah.
She'd be like, sit down, girl. What is wrong with it? And my granddaddy.
It made you move, huh? It just gave you that. It made you move. It made you get up.
I was a dancing machine. So as for me, I loved it music. I don't care. I would come home, and I was a premature baby. So I would stand on stools because I was so little, I wouldn't care. I'd dance to the Oscar Wiener Meyer commercial. Anything that had music, that would be me. So I used to love to sing and just dance. And from that point on, I just started meeting different people in the industry, hanging out at you go to the clubs when you get older, the parties and the functions. And I started meeting everybody in the industry. I don't think it ain't nobody from the West Coast that don't know me. I know everybody in the industry.
Tell us some of the people that you actually know. Who are some of your friends in the industry?
Nipsey, rest in peace, nephew Nipsey, Hustle, Snoop Dogg, Badass, nephew Badass, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, yeah.
Warren G, my brother Nate Dogg, rest in peace. Sugar Free, DJ Quick, Tyree, you name them. It goes on and on and on. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's like not nobody I don't know. Dr. Dre, you know what I mean? Parliament and the P-Funk, Bootsy Collins. Like, I know everybody. Like, everybody. Ja Rule and them, and they not even from the West Coast, I met a lot of people through the industry, and I started doing hair. So I really started meeting people. Busy Bone, the Bone Thugs. I used to travel around the world with Busy Bone doing his hair.
Okay.
I did a lot of people hair in his video shoots. The video shoot for Mariah Carey, I did everybody hair on that. Snoop.
So you were an industry stylist too,
Yeah, I
hairstylist.
mean,
You were
I
industry.
did hair for certain people. I traveled with Busy though, but I used to braid badass hair. Rest in peace. Crooked Eye. I didn't braid Exhibit hair a couple of times. I braid Snoop Dogg hair, but I wasn't his hairstylist. You know, I just braided his hair for
Mhm.
the 20-minute video shoot, and we did the training day, and I put Eastside in his head for that. Um, yeah, I used to braid Trade E hair, like I said, Crooked Eye. You know, a lot of different people in the industry. I used to braid or cut hair and do certain things for them at that time, you know. So, um, but as far as like Snoop and Warren G them, like I met them so long ago, like back in the Death Row days before Death Row got first started. They were working on CPO and Ren album at the time. And Snoop was
Wow.
he was just rapping. And Warren G wasn't even doing the beats. See, they would just all come up to the studio. And me, him, Jewel. I would bring Jewel to the studio every day. That was my sis, and bring her up there. We would be up there with Doc and Dre and Michelet, and we'd be up there all the time. And so that's how I met them. I would always tell Snoop every time I seen him, I would call my mama and be like, bust a rap, and I would give her the phone, and he'd get the busting for her. I'm like, Mama, that's Snoop Dogg, that dog. That's
Right.
nephew.
This is before they were legends, before they
Yeah.
broke out
Mm-hmm.
into who they are today. And I
Mm-hmm.
talked about this on a previous interview, how, what's amazing is that, sometimes, like I used to do journalism for a magazine back in the day in LA called 77 Magazine. I was the editor in chief for that magazine. And one of the people that we placed on the cover was Taraji Henson back
Mm-hmm.
then. And I was like, dang, I mean, you're around that. And it's kind of like you're around that greatness energy. And I'm gonna call it greatness energy, because you don't really know who these people are going to become, but it's just something about the vibe of being around that type of energy, which means that you were also great too. You know what I mean?
They didn't know
Like,
that though. They just
but you
considered
were
I was just the life
you
of the party. I just
right,
hung. I was the life of the party. I used to just make them laugh. Like nobody knowed I do music. Like nobody had knew anything. You know what I mean? Like one day I just wanted to do some hair, and I just started asking them, can I do their hair? And they trusted me enough. And past that point, I was doing everybody hair. I just was doing hair just to be doing something. Just so I
right,
wouldn't
right.
sitting there doing absolutely nothing, because I wasn't drinking or none of that. I wasn't a drinker, so it wasn't really nothing for me to do. I just enjoy hanging around my friends and the ones that I call my family, like Yo
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what I'm saying? I know Yo Yo. Like we stayed across the street from each other. We grew up since 7 years old. Her and her sister Trish and all of them. We used to all hang together. So the Battle Cat, DJ Pooh, like I know everybody. It's like not nobody that doesn't. Ice Cube. Like I met your
Right.
brother at the studio when I went up there with Lazy Nim, and he was at the Solar Studio. That's how I met Tyree and everything. I met your baby brother. You know what I mean? Used to call and check on him all the time. And I used to tell him, boy, you're gonna be great
Savon.
with your music. You're gonna be great with your music. And then didn't even know, and then messed around and met you. I'm like, okay, no, that's Tyree's sister. So I used to deal with the
Right.
Brown family, the Browns, and I used to deal with Tina Brown and Carol Brown, Bobby Brown, them sisters, and they brothers and stuff like that, nieces and nephews. So we always hung out, and had a rapport with each other, or laughed and had fun, and we just enjoyed life. And as I got older, I started doing a lot of things and letting people know the things that I do. And we just became friends, and we've been friends all the way up until this day. Like I can call them and see
Right.
what they're doing. Only ones I can't call is the ones resting in peace, but I talk to them
And that's what
spiritually.
I was gonna ask you about that. Not to get us back emotional or anything like that, but how have you dealt with you know, your friends that have passed on and, you know, they're in a different, they've transitioned at this point. How have you dealt with that? Because it's like a lot of them that you mentioned are no longer here.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know, I
it's
just
been a
lost a
rough
couple of
ride.
friends.
It's been rough, you know what I mean? But God has allowed me and showed me how to, you know what I mean, to cope with death a lot. So it hurts me, but I know after this one it'll be another one. After that one, it'll be another one. So
Right.
for me, it's, you know, I done sung at so many funerals, and like it's so overwhelming to me to like at a point in fact in my life now that when it comes to death, I just be numb. I cry. Like, you know, it just had a whole bunch of tragedies within this last week or something. You know what I mean? I didn't had a lot of tragedies happen with family members or friends because I know so many people, you know.
Right.
Badass and Nipsey, that hit me really hard. You know, I was with Badass every day. We was with Badass all the time. You know, Badass loved me and Silky Fine, you know. And we used to go everywhere with him. We didn't care where he was at. He could have been at 10 buck, whatever. We was there,
You
you
gonna
know.
go and yeah, that's because I was the homie. That was your
Yeah.
friend. Yeah.
So, you know, that took me hard. And then Nipsey, it took me really hard because he had just had an event and we was all up there getting ready. He was doing an event outside in his parking lot. And I had just talked to him about doing some business. So we talked briefly about doing some container homes for the you know, for the homeless people, or just building the container homes to give them shelter for the homeless. And he told me that that was a good idea. So
And he was very active in the community. I found out I wasn't really familiar with his life until his death. I said anybody that Farrakhan himself comes to the community and greets him, you know, in
mhm,
love in his parking lot, that's a great man.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I got
It
pictures
was
of
so
him
many.
right now. I got pictures of him in my house right now. Let me show you something. Hold on, look at this. He's, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I keep my nephew, baby. That's nephew Nippy Nip. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep the crib
Mhm.
somewhere in motion. You feel me? You know, this was the day that I spoke to him. You know what I'm saying? He had just walked away from me. That's me in the corner over there in the corner. You know, and that's Nipsey. Oh, wait, let me see. Let me go this way. You see Nip in the blue? Oh, you froze again, sis. We gotta wait till you pop back up. Mm-hmm. They know we were saying something good to you, Nip. And the haters got mad, but the devil was a lie. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for you to come back home, sister. It's all right. Yeah, I said the devil a lie, so I'm trying to, you see him?
Yes, yep, yep.
And that was me over in the corner over there. You know, I was next to the dude in the red. He had just walked away from me. So he had told me, he said, get at me, sis, you know, or come back to the shop to see me. And we, you know, he was going to sit down and talk to me about it. So we left that day because I met my friend up there, Mike D'Angelo. He's another artist, but he doesn't stay out here. So I met with him and we sat up there for a little while and I left to go to a video shoot that OT Genesis was shooting. And I went to go meet my road dog, Big to the Boy. And by the time I got to the place um, and pulled up in my car, my phone rung. And they told me that Nipsey had been shot and killed. And I sat in my car and screamed to the top of my lungs. I couldn't even get out my car. So everybody at the video shoot was looking at me like, what the heck is wrong with her? And I was in a state of shock. I couldn't even get out my car. And then I went across the street. I ran over there because everybody was standing in the parking lot. I said, Nipsey got shot and he did. They was like, don't be playing, little mama. That ain't cool. I said, I'm not playing with you. He gone. He gone. They was like, he ain't gone. Then next thing you know, everybody started calling. I'm talking about my mother started calling, my nephew started calling, the homies. It seemed like the whole industry started calling my phone. And then they was like, he gone. And after that, they like shut the whole video down and we left. And by the time I got back to there, they had took his body already. They had just took
You
off.
had just seen, you had just not too long ago. Wow, that's
Yep.
whoa. See, and that's the kind of stuff that's just real wild. Like Mo3, I believe his name is, just died out here in Texas.
Yeah, he
Got
set
shot
up.
and killed on the freeway.
He was set up, they said. So I don't know. I guess they're gonna eventually catch the girl and put her in jail. But they said he was set up by a girl or something. That was Bootsy's partner. But shoot, right after that,
Right.
Bootsy went out there and he got shot on his birthday.
He got
That's how
shot during the memorial or something. Right during the
yeah, that's it.
memorial.
It's like they starting a trend with the shoot all the rappers or something. I don't know. It ain't happening really in Cali, but out of state, it's like they killing all the rappers. Like as if they trying to what the clout chasing, and everybody's just getting killed. Like it's just
It's
dangerous.
wild. It's wild because that man was on the freeway in a car. Like, come on, he handling his business. He just riding around. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
That
him and
definitely was crazy. It's crazy. It's
and
crazy.
then
I don't
Nate
got no
Dogg.
opinion either way. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But it's just crazy to think about that.
Yep,
You
and
know what I
then Nate,
mean?
my bro Nate Dogg. I cried so bad with him. You know, that was my bro. You know how some people don't know the rapport that people have with people because if they don't
Right.
see you, like people would have never thought that me and you was friends. Because they don't know the what we share. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They don't see us together, but they really don't know. Like they didn't know how tight me and Nate was. You know what I'm saying? And I went to the hospital and I was there with him. And I spoke to him and he woke up and he cried. I called Warren G and told Warren G everything. You know what I'm saying? Prayed and cried, started screaming. And Warren G the next day went to go see Nate and Nate woke up. And Nate and Warren G called me hollering like he woke up, he woke up. He woke up and spoke to his grandmother and everything. And after that, it was just like it was over.
He had to see his folks and his people, the ones that
I cried. I
needed to
cried so hard that it spooked everybody because they was looking for me at the funeral because I went to the funeral. And everything that I spoke about, that I said, my homeboy told me, he said it was like you was a bird on my shoulder because that pastor was preaching. He said, and the scariest thing about it, RBX, he said, everything that the pastor said, you repeated that word for word. He said, and I know you don't know that pastor. I said, I'm not from Long Beach. I don't know nothing about Long Beach like that, but the people I come and see here. You know what I'm saying? And he said he was just looking.
it was a spiritual connection. It was a
But he
spiritual
told
thing.
me off, though. He told me off because he said everything that I said, the pastor repeated it word for word till it spooked him so bad when we went to the cemetery. He was standing in the cemetery looking at me like this. I said, why are you staring at me, RBX? He was like, because he's strange, like throwing me off. He was like, I was looking for you. He was like a bird on my shoulder. He said the pastor was talking, and I just kept seeing you like a little bird on me.
Right.
I said, well, don't be scared to spook. I scared him. I scared Big C Style. Warren G. And them was looking at me like, like you got some kind of something going on, baby. We need to stay away from me. Don't tell me nothing that's gonna happen, because baby, everything you say come true. I was like, oh, I ain't gonna say nothing.
You're kind of like, you are like that. You're very connected. You're tapped in somewhere. Everybody is not emotionally tapped in. You can have folks that come and go or whatever, but it's something about you. You have empathy for people. You have a very caring heart and spirit. You're very loving, and you love hard too. You know what I'm saying?
They call me for everything. It isn't just to hook somebody up with the industry. Like it could be anything. I had a testimony where a lady told me in the alley, my sister had saved a baby's life that day. And I was going through something over Nate's death, my brother Nate, and I always called him my brother. We wasn't blood related, but that was my brother. I used to go sit at the studio with him for hours at Snoop's studio, and we would just talk and laugh and cry or whatever it was that we did, And I was haunted by him dying like that for some reason, and I had a testimony around the corner at my gas station. And that's what threw everybody off, because the testimony that I told, was what the pastor preached about. So when people see me, they got spooked, you know, and the same thing that I cried about because I prayed to God and it was just driving me crazy because so many people had called me about him and his death, you know, and me myself, when I went to go see him, I didn't tell everybody where he was at because that wasn't my place because they had social media up there. So people got mad at me because I didn't tell
that was your brother. You're not gonna,
but I
on
didn't
a
tell nobody.
private
Certain
moment.
people got mad at me, and you know, I didn't really care about any of that. You understand? I know that my heart hurted for him. And once I prayed, and I had the testimony at a gas station, and a woman came to me, and she looks just like the angel that's over my bed, and she told me that God was using me, and that God said that He had Nate, and Nate was gonna be all right. And past that of that testimony, I never cried about my brother ever again. When I woke up the next morning, God told me to let go and let God because I knew that he wasn't coming back. But God told me to stop saying that because that's not your place. But I knew that. But the lady told me that God had him and he was cleansing his soul and that Nate was all right and he was going to be all right. And he was all right because he woke up and, you know, he started speaking at one point. But, you know, it was just that that was his time. That devastated. Now that devastated.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But people never knew how much of a brother he was to me. You know, Snoop, nobody never knew. Snoop knew I was at his studio all the time because I had a friend, you know, that's he lives in Vegas, but he's from Chicago. He did a lot of cartoon animation for Snoop, you know. So I used to be there and he taught me how to do cartoons and animations. I used to help him color the animation for the projects for Snoop Dogg.
And so, this is what's so amazing about, you know, I'm gonna talk about the Faces of Rap Mother series and some of the women that I am really literally getting to know, you know, from this series. Like everybody's tied in somewhere. And you like I didn't know some of this information until I started like laying that magazine out. And I really got to know some of the women and how great they are and, you know, their accomplishments and their sense of what they have achieved and what they do. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. Girl, I was like, my head was spinning when I laid this magazine out.
That book 242 pages, something better be spinning.
Yes, exactly. And I'm telling you, I learned a lot from all of you guys in your journey and what you have been through. And that was just the tip of the iceberg. That's why I wanted to make sure that, you know, we had this moment too. I was like, I got to get to know them deeper on a more, you know, one-on-one level where we can have a conversation. Because, you know, before this, didn't nobody really know who was who or what is what, you know? It's kind of like
when we first started the Face of Rap Mothers, which is, you know, Candy DeVore, that's my godchildren's mom. I wind up being her son godmother, you know what I'm saying? And then she turned around and said her daughter wanted me to be her
godmother too.
So, you know, I got Candy kids, you know what I'm saying? So hey, we started off right there, but remember, it was Candy, you, Sharon Young. We was the only ones, the first ones, and Candy, she the CEO, and it was me, you, and Sharon.
Right.
And Nina was there. So we was all the first ones. So as the journey went on and everybody else came on, we had a rapport with each other, all of us. Nina Womack, Shanta Gibson, you know what I'm saying? Candy DeVore, you know, Angela Hicks. You know, we all, you know, Sharon Young, we all had our rapport with each other, you know?
Right,
so,
right.
Once everybody else came into play, it just all worked out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The ladies that came after us, they beautiful women too, you see? And they got a lot of things and different things going on that they can help us with. So that's a blessing.
Who would have thought, you know what I'm saying, bring hip hop moms together. All of us are mothers, godmothers, grandmothers. Like, you know what I mean? And what makes this so amazing of a reality show series, whatever, or even a a sisterhood, I would call it, is that, you know what I'm saying? You're not too old if you're 50 to be a part of this.
I turned 50 in June, baby. I'm a 5 and
you look amazing. You look amazing.
They be
you look
girl,
amazing.
They be talking about, girl, don't tell nobody your age. You don't tell nobody else. I said, girl, if you don't shut up, I am thankful to God that I turned the big 50 in June the 30th. Because you know what? Some people don't make it past 25 or 16. So you know what I'm saying? I got to tell the world about it. You know what I mean? I used to love when I was 49 and 48. I used to tell people when they used to be like, how old are you? I'd be like, guess. They'd be like, 20. Or if I take my hair and it's in a ponytail, they be like 16, 17. I'd be like, hey, that sound good. You know what I'm saying?
And you look, and I told you, girl, you look.
But when I turn 50, baby, let me tell you something. I didn't have no problem. People like, hot 50? Hot 50.
Hot 50. I love it. I love it.
I woke up thanking God with it's like, I don't know what happened. For some reason, my life, you know what I mean? It's still the same, but it just seemed like when I woke up at 50, that I had a whole new outlook on life.
A new leash on life, yeah. Right.
Sleep and woke up like that. And I just woke up and I had to tell the whole world I was 50. Now I be putting 50 on everything. They be like, girl, stop telling people that. I'm like, girl, I'm going to tell the world about it, baby. I am half a century,
Exactly.
Boo. Exactly. Yes, thank you, Jesus.
And that's a blessing to have made it through all of those things. Just think about how many times you travel to and from, how many times you've been, here and there, and God has just kept you. And that's the bottom line. So when you are 50 and you can say that I'm still here, it is a blessing that you are living, that you are healthy, that you look as good as you do, that you are still able to, have the activity of your limbs. We talk about basic things like you got all your toes and fingers. You know what I mean? Everybody at 50 ain't got all their toes and fingers. So we gotta
no battle scars and wounds. I got some, I done been through some hurt and some pain and some trials and tribulations. But hey, I made it. Thankful to God.
For the most part, yeah, God has been good. So, sister, yeah, I'm so happy that you and I got a chance to catch up and link up. Tell us where we can find you on social media. What's your social media sites? Give us that real quick.
Oh, I got let me see which one I want. Mine is because I do so much, you know what I mean? I crochet like beanie skull caps. You understand what I'm saying? For men, women, and children. So I have different pages for this and pages for that. Like I make my own jewelry. See these earrings right here? Yes, I made those.
Yes. I'm gonna put you on the solo screen real quick. Tell us, go ahead and finish telling us.
Like I do the, I crochet beanie skull caps for men, women, and children of all ages. You can wear my hats like 8, 10, 12 different ways, I make all my jewelry. Like I'm a licensed hairstylist. I started doing hair when I was 12. I used to just tell people I could do hair, and they just trusted me enough to get in their head. So I started off doing hair and they trusted me enough, where I just temper the press and comb a little bit. I make sure I don't simmer and burn up nothing. And then I just got better as time went on. And then one day I just woke up. Like I said, I'm 50 now. And I woke up, it just said, go to school. And something just made, and I kept procrastinating about going to school. So I would never go. I'm like, I ain't doing that. I know how to do hair. I don't need no school. I don't need no license. But some said, go get your license, because if ever you need a job, like see how everybody losing their jobs or something. But if you ever
fall back on that,
I'm gonna have something at least to fall back on. At least you can say, but I don't got no job and I can't do nothing and I don't have no type of skills. God has blessed me with so many skills, and I'm thankful for them, and I count it all joy, because it ain't nothing that I can't do. And if it's something that I can't do, all you got to do is teach me, and I'm a real fast learner. You know what I mean? Like I haven't been to a hair salon since I was 12. I do my own hair.
You're always looking good, so I know you've been keeping your own hair together, and you know what I'm saying? I love, like I said, I I see some of your designs and fashion and I even see your masks that you've been making. I've been seeing those too. Those are
Yeah, I
really
cut up
nice.
with some of the masks and stuff. I didn't make those. I do all my jewelry. I do all my hair. You know what I mean? I cut up anything that you see that's cut up, shredded up, tie-dye, turn colors. I do all my jeans. I tear all my clothes up. I cut up shirts and make them half shirts and maybe having strings and loops and buttons. And, I do all of that. Like I design clothes for people, like whatever it is that I can do. I just be thankful to God that he has blessed me with so many talents to do it all. So I just call myself to do it all. And ain't nothing I can't do, from hair. I do music. I record my own music. I write my own music. I do my own weaves, my own ponytails, French braids. I don't care if it's a wig. I'm going to buy it and cut it to how I want it. If it's a weave, I'm going to sew it in myself. Like I said, I ain't been to no salon since I was 12 and I'm 50. So I thank God for that. Only thing I got to do is buy some hair if I need some. And I don't got to buy no jewelry because I make everything myself. I just always been a person to, like, if I buy a shirt and we go somewhere, we got the same shirts, I'm going to rip a sleeve off of it. I'm going to put some buttons around it or something. Even though we got the same shirt on, I'm going to make mine different from yours. I just always wanted to be different like that. So I'll create some, like if somebody got this outfit and I see it, I might rip it up or rip a sleeve off and go put some buttons around it. So when I go outside, it won't look like
it. Just to make it different, just to make it your style, your thing. Well, and listen, sister, whether it's beauty on the couch, whether it's being fabulous at 50, you are definitely an awesome lady and you are my friend. And I am so happy that we got a chance to do this interview tonight and connect. I haven't seen you and looked at you in a minute, so that was cool too. Being able to,
but I love you. You beautiful inside and out, girl. You be my fashionista. I'll be like, baby, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Listen, whether you
skinny
bold and
listen, just because I'm a skinny girl and you a bigger girl, that don't mean that big girls aren't beautiful. Because you are beautiful inside and out. Your smile and everything.
Thank you.
I said,
Thank you.
No, she be fly. I'm not wearing them hats and I'll be like, you know what? Let me go get the belt or something because she ain't got to be that fly out here like that.
And I really believe that, the way you dress on the outside is the way you feel on the inside. It's kind of like a reflection, and it shines outside in the, in the way you appear. Really, because I'll be like, oh, hold on, let me put that combination of color together.
You get conceited with yourself. I mean, like, girl, did you just do that? Right.
You can't help it. You can't help it. You know what I mean?
The can't help it. I love the can't help it. It works for me.
It works. So thank you, sis.
Me to communicate with people because of my style and my fashion, or somebody might see me and be like, "What do you do?" or "What you do?" And then that's an opportunity for me to let them know, "Hey, I do this, that, this, that, this, and that." They be like, "Well, can you cut this up for me? Well, can you do that for me? Well, can you make me some of them? Can you make me some feather earrings?" I'll be like, "Yeah."
I got you. Yes. Well, I love you, sis. I gotta get off of here. I got a media course to teach right behind this. So it has been awesome catching up with you. And let's ain't no telling. I might be out that way before March. Ain't no telling.
That's all right. You come down and you call me because I'm pulling up on you wherever you at. Because I can't. At least we got to take some more cute pictures and stuff.
Yes, we got to do that. That's for sure.
Speaking to me, I'm on the first line talking. As soon as you say I'm coming down the freeway, I'm be like, "Girl, what's the address?" And I'm pulling
where you at? Yeah, that's what's up. I got you, sis. I'm gonna let you know and keep you posted. Okay.
Doing your thing, and I'm so proud of you. And many, many blessings.
I'm proud of you too, sis. Okay, mama.
Love you, baby.
Love you too. Blessings. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Okay. Okay, bye-bye. She done made me cry. She done made me laugh. Like I said, what's more powerful than anything about the Faces of Rap Mothers is that it's a sisterhood. As you can see, a lot of the sisters that I talk to, we are on that vibe, you know, and it's nothing like having a bunch of sisters around you to hold you up, and be there and support. She done made me cry in the beginning. I didn't expect that part. That was so emotional. I just had to. I just had to let go and let God and let the tears just flow because, you know, I felt that. I felt that realness from Lil Mama. And that's just how she is. She's very passionate and, you know, loving and has empathy for, you know, so many. And we all feel that. So, y'all, listen, you saw a real session here between two sisters. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, y'all, keep watching the Queen G Live Experience. This is your girl, Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. Checking out, y'all. Have a good night. Bye bye.